This week on a special head coaches edition of Strong Arm Sports Podcast. You said part of the problem is these teams, they think they better than they are. Is Cincinnati this great team that's not reaching their potential, or are they what they are? Are they what we see?
Spade, we don't know because it's only been one dude running that show for the past what?
We supposed to be the losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we winning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime. I guess they wasn't in their right mind. Underdog.
What's going on, folks? Welcome to a brand new exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast, the realest sport podcast in all the land.
True.
I mean, in all the land.
And I mean true.
Facts. We back, man, to wrap up the previous weekend sports in dramatic fashion. No BS, no sugarcoating, no biases, just the strong arm truth. That's what we give you. This happens to be the first time you watched our show on YouTube or listened to it on any of our various podcast channels, because we everywhere you are, because we want to make sure, you know what I'm saying, that you are conveniently listening to us. I'm 1.5 for the show, man. I go by the name of KSpadeTheProspect.
And I'm your boy, leparavis57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports Spade. Spade, I gotta ask you a question before we start the show, bro.
I hope this ain't nothing about some NFL, bro, because I'm really not in the mood today. I was gonna just tell you that.
Bro, it's about the NBA.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
You know James Harden is out for 2 weeks, but if we were doing a poll right now, and it was like, who's the number one flopper in the league, Marcus Smart or James Harden? Who would win that?
Marcus Smart, from people that watch basketball. Duh.
Okay. He just ain't going to tell the truth today because he a James Harden fan. He hate Marcus Smart now.
I don't hate Marcus Smart. I don't hate.
He don't like Marcus Smart now, y'all.
I don't dislike Marcus Smart. How could I dislike somebody who got the body in the face of a man but the acne of a young teen? How could I? You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem with Marcus Smart, man.
He got a problem with Marcus Smart, but he a fan of the number one flopper in the NBA.
The number one flopper in the NBA is definitely Marcus Smart.
James Harden put dude arm in the chicken wing, the cross-face chicken wing. He almost pulled his arm out the socket and shot the ball and got a foul. Come on, Spade.
You know why? After you lost a game to the biggest flopper in the league, and you see that the referees don't care about doing their job the right way, why keep playing fair? Why keep playing nice? Nice guys finish last. I actually hit up James Harden and said, you know what? If flopping is the way, then let's add it to your arsenal, because he wasn't doing that.
Flopping.
He wasn't flopping. I said, add that to your arsenal.
He been flopping, bro. Okay,
bro.
I want you guys to leave in the comment section down below or tweet us. Hit our email. Who's the biggest flopper? Marcus Smart. And I ain't saying Marcus Smart not a flopper, but who's the biggest flopper? Marcus Smart or James Harden? Leave it in the comment section down below. Spade, we about to start the show. Want to start in the NFL?
Did I not just answer that? Wait, my answer not good enough for you?
Spade, we about to start the show. We in the NFL. You good with that?
The damn question. You asked me. I told you he the biggest flopper. Now you want other folks. I don't gave you the answer, but since it wasn't the answer you wanted, you're going to keep asking people until somebody say what you want to hear. Go ahead.
Spade, we in the NFL.
That figures.
That's where we're going to start. You good with that?
I might as well be. We do it every week. Go ahead.
Well, we're going to take it up to Boston, and we're going to take it to New England. We're going to talk about the New England Patriots. Spade, if you didn't know, it's trouble in paradise. Well, what used to be paradise. If you guys didn't know, a huge big report came out this past week about some turmoil within the ranks, you know, the hierarchy, the higher ranks in New England. If you guys didn't know, Robert Kraft, Bill Belichick, and Tom Brady reportedly, I'm doing quote finger Spade, allegedly, reportedly, isn't seeing eye to eye. Now, if you guys didn't know, it's reported that Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick had this long, excruciating meeting. This was before the trade deadline, and Robert Kraft adamantly told Bill Belichick to trade Jimmy Garoppolo. And if we know, Spade, in all jokes aside, Spade, if we learn anything about New England, what they do is they get rid of players a year before they think these dudes are going to fall off. That's what they do. They did that with Lawyer Malloy, Willie McGinnis, numerous dudes. Even Deion Branch. And Deion Branch went to Seattle. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, he came back. Came back to New England, like as real cheap, like. So we know that they do that. So, can't forget Ty Law too. They did that to Ty Law as well. But Spade, it's reported that Bill Belichick pretty much wanted this to be Tom Brady. This was going to be it. He wanted to move forward with Jimmy Garoppolo, and the owner wasn't having that because reportedly Kraft looks at Tom Brady like he's a son. Tom Brady said he's going to be able to play till he's in his mid-40s, upper late 40s, and the owner told Bill Belichick trade Garoppolo. And it's reports that Bill Belichick was not happy coming out that meeting, and he hit Kyle Shanahan on the jack and was like, yo, you want Jimmy G? All right, give me a second round pick. And Spade, I don't know if you remember, Spade, but I remember when we talked about the Jimmy Garoppolo trade, a few shows ago, we asked, why did they only get a second round pick when it was reported that the Browns was willing to give a first and a second round pick for Jimmy Garoppolo? They was about to give a first and a second round pick for A.J. McCarron. So why would they take a second round pick? Mm-hmm. Say it again?
Nah, I'm agreeing with you. I remember that.
Yeah. And we was like, we even asked on this show, like, why would they only take a second round pick when they could have had a first and a second? And we was kind of lost, but we was like, one thing about Bill Belichick is he make moves strategically. So we thought Bill Belichick was doing what Bill Belichick do. But come to find out, Spade, it was some tension in the ranks, and it's reported that Bill Belichick is not happy. His whole attitude right now is basically, I don't give a F. And that we have to wait and see. It's all speculation right now. We have to wait and see if all this stuff will come true. But they saying Bill Belichick went out, Spade. Talk to your boy. What the hell is going on up there?
I mean, it's crazy because right now it's all hearsay. And I hate even coming out here talking hearsay because sometimes it forces you to overthink. Like, we don't really know what happened, but we thinking like, maybe that's why. And we over here connecting dots that we don't really know if they connect. But I tell you one thing I really do believe, bro. Okay. If you are a competitor, which everybody in the NFL is a competitor, you got to have this hunger, almost this addiction for competition to make it to that level. So these guys compete at the highest level in their sport. If I'm a competitor, one thing that I think I don't like is this guy looming in the shadow, waiting for me to fall off, waiting for me to get old, waiting for me to trip so we can have my job. That ain't a good feeling, man, and it's crazy. I remember a long time ago, and you probably remember as well, one of the reasons I hated Bill Cowher and the Steelers is because they always kept Cordell Stewart on a short leash. He was the only quarterback in the league. I felt like if he came out and started the game off with a pick, they pulled him. Like, that man got pulled and put back in so many times. I was like, that's got to be terrible to play with that pressure. We got a chance to also see a similar relationship way back in San Francisco back in the day. You got Joe Cool. Joe Montana was the man. He was older. He was declining. And we had got a chance to see glimpses of what Steve Young could be because of Joe being a little bit older, maybe an injury here or there. We got a chance to see Steve Young, and we knew he had that talent. And they was ready to push Joe old ass out the way, not because they felt like he was washed, but, I mean, they didn't feel like his progression was going up anymore. At this point, he was definitely declining. And you want to move on with the young talent. And I kind of could see Belichick wanting to do that. I'm not saying he was going to push Brady on. But if you the head coach, it is your job to be looking at the players you got to say, this guy might be declining a little bit. I need to be preparing for him to fall off of that cliff. That don't mean it's going to happen right now. It don't mean it's going to happen the next year. But I could see Belichick feeling like he got something in Jimmy G that once he do look out there and he don't like what he see anymore, he ain't sitting over there in the same situation that the Giants were saying, well, this game, if you don't mind, Eli, you mind having a seat? We want to get a look at this guy and this guy just in case you don't get no damn better. And I could see him probably wanting to do that, and I could see Tom Brady feeling like it was a threat to his existence. So I don't know how much of this is true, but I really could see that happening, bro. I really can.
But I mean, Spade, like you said, we've seen that before. Montana Young. We've seen Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers. We've seen Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck. So, I mean, we've seen guys finish in different places. And, I mean, and have a little bit of success. Bogan. They had some Brett Favre had some success in Minnesota. I know he had to stop with the Jets. That wasn't too good, but he went to Minnesota and he did well. I mean, even
He was throwing to the other team a lot, but he kind of always did that throughout his whole career.
I think, he had 1 year when he threw like 40 touchdowns and 6 picks with Minnesota. So
40 and 6?
Yeah, like 40 touchdowns and like 6 picks. He had a year like that.
The greatest season of that man's life. I got to look that up, but carry on.
But we seen Joe Montana go to Kansas City and lead them to the playoffs when they, you know what I mean? So it's happening.
Right.
The crazy thing about it, Spade, I always be like, I respect Bill Belichick, and playing football, you always told coaches coach, players play, and owners own. So of course, if the owner demands something like that, Bill Belichick don't have a choice but to do it. But in my opinion, if it is true, we don't know, but if it is true, don't you think if Bill Belichick was to tell that owner, you know what, I don't think we should trade Jimmy G. I'm not saying Brady is going to fall off a mountain, but I think we need next year, if the report is true, next year we need to go with Jimmy G and let's get that train going, and just cut bait with Brady. Don't you think Bill Belichick at least earned that with all the things that he did for New England, for the owner to be like, okay, you right? You don't think he earned that?
I mean, let me ask you this. You look at the great Jimmy Johnson and all the accomplishments he made in his career. You think he could go to the owner of the Dallas Cowboys and get that kind of clout?
It's a little different. That's a little different
How?
because we know Jerry Jones is a different type of owner, man. Bill Belichick basically built. He was the architect of all that up there.
And see, and that might be part of the problem.
Let me just say this, babe. You know what's crazy is they and I get it because people going to be like, oh well, Bledsoe didn't win no championships, but New England did go to the Super Bowl with Drew Bledsoe. They went to the Super Bowl, but they was soon as Drew Bledsoe. I mean, it's an unwritten rule. You can't lose your job to injury. Soon as Bledsoe ran on the sideline and got hit by Mo Lewis from the Jets, and Brady came in and was cooking. They wasn't trying to give Brady that job back. They was not trying to give him. I don't remember people going on hard for Bledsoe. And let me tell you what they did with Bledsoe. They traded Bledsoe inside the same division. They gave him to the Bills. So, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Robert Kraft was the owner then. So let's stop acting like, I'm not saying you're doing this. I'm just saying in general, let's stop acting like this ain't what the Patriots do. But for some reason, they don't want to let it go for Tom Brady. Bill Belichick is upset. It's also reported, Spade, that Bill Belichick is grooming his assistant coaches to get head coaching jobs. I think the defensive coordinator is reportedly about to take the job with the Lions. He's about to take the job with the Lions. They traded Brissett. They traded Garoppolo. The assistants are gone. If everything is true, or we're about to find out if it's true, because they saying that Bill Belichick is looking at that Giants job like, you know what, I like that Giants job. And if Belichick leaves and goes to the Giants, then all this is true. Do you agree with that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, what else?
And he left him in shambles then.
If it play out that way, I agree. But it's something else I kind of want to mention on.
Go ahead.
You was talking about the fact that, but it's a little different because Belichick, he built this team. He been the mastermind. But you know what? Until this story came out, even with the Garoppolo trade, we always thought Belichick was behind that. So it make you wonder, is he really the mastermind behind this? Or could Kraft have been the puppeteer behind several of these moves? We don't know. Maybe that's Kraft is saying, look, these guys want to make money. They want to raise. Get them out of here.
Because we ain't never really here. We ain't never really hear like no rift between them. Even when they was when it was the Flake Gate and Belichick was like, yo, talk to Brady. I don't deal with the footballs, and they had all these different situations. Like they all kind of back. They was all kind of backing each other. Now it seems it's something in that water space. Something is up.
Just listen to what you just said. That wasn't no backing. They brought that mess to Belichick, and he threw Tom Brady head first under that moving bus. He go talk to Tom. If something wrong with the footballs, go talk to Tom. He basically, bro. That way he didn't have that man back, bro. He did not have that man back at all. I remember being shocked about it.
With all the stuff New England been through, Spade, they kind of always kept it tight niche. They always kept it tight knit. It's also reported, Spade, that Belichick is the one that leaked this story. Like, if they said that Belichick leaked this whole story, people saying it's not true, and it's reported that he leaked it. This shit is crazy, Spade.
It's a bunch of hearsay. At this point, it is essentially a daily soap opera, and I don't really.
It's
I
always
watch
something with
stuff.
New England, bruh. It's always something with New England.
I will be staying tuned. I just don't want to go too far with the story. I don't want to go too far right now. It's all speculation. At the end of the day, bro, you know what? It don't matter. Because they still ain't going to sweep my Dolphins. You still going to split with the Dolphins. I don't care who your coach is. I don't care about none of that. At best, you get one win over the Dolphins. At best. Let's move forward, bro.
You ready? Let's go. I don't know why you always manage to plug them trash ass Dolphins.
Wow. We trash?
Spade. Y'all trash.
This is news to me. You know what I'm saying? We just beat
y'all
Super Bowl
record,
champs.
Spade?
Anyway, let's go ahead and move forward, man. I got another great topic right here. From one coach that LaParis loves to a coach that for some odd reason, regardless of how hard he stand on that sideline and fight for his team, LaParis don't show this guy this kind of love. I'm talking about Marvin Lewis, man. Let me tell y'all something funny. LaParis been trying to fire Marvin Lewis for years. I'm talking at least 4 years. Every year he's like, this got to be Marvin Lewis last year. It don't make no sense.
Spade,
and I keep saying,
it was reported that Marvin Lewis wanted out. He wanted out.
Bro, yes. And now he eat bologna again. Yeah, he wanted steak.
Gosh.
Turns out steak costs a little more than he thought. Let me tell the people what's going on.
Go ahead, please.
Marvin Lewis and his Cincinnati Bengals finished this season, I believe 7-9, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see before I tell a lie. Yes, 7-9, making this the second season in a row they didn't make the playoffs. Now hold on, before y'all start typing, because I see you ready to type. Hold on.
Type away.
Hold on. In the 15 seasons that this man has been the head coach of this franchise, he went to the playoffs 5 times in a row. They was a perennial playoff team. For some odd reason, people like LaParis keep wanting to fire the guy. He got fed up with it this year. He said, you know what? At the end of the year, I'm going to pursue other options. He didn't change his mind. You know who changed their mind? Cincinnati. Because they looked at the coaching pool and they said, none of these losers is better than Marvin. None of these losers are. And they realized the good thing was about to walk out of their life. They caught Marvin Lewis and they read him up for 2 more years. They have signed Marvin Lewis through 2019. LaParis, I'm sure you hating on it. Go ahead. What you got to say?
We already see what Spade stand on this whole situation. I just want to say Marvin Lewis got to have news of the owner wife, of the owner.
Wow.
Something is a must.
Wow.
What they say? They say he got I caught him in a compromising position. He must have caught him in a compromising position. Something. Because
So he a bad coach?
I never ever said Marvin Lewis was a bad coach, is a bad coach. I never said that. I never said that. I like Marvin Lewis as a coach.
It sure as hell don't sound like it.
I don't like Marvin Lewis in Cincinnati no more as a coach. At some point, I think it's time for a new voice. Spade, I think the same thing with the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I know it's other circumstances up there because people can't deal with Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones like a certain type of coach that he can control and
bully.
But I think the same thing. It's time for a new voice in Cincinnati. And I think it's time for a new voice in Dallas, by the way. I've been saying fire Jason Garrett for 2 years. But
I remember when y'all was dancing in the streets because y'all got Wade Phillips out of there and you got Garrett. Y'all promoted Garrett up from OC to head coach. Y'all was dancing a jig. Now y'all ready for him to be out of there. Let me ask you something, LaParis. Let me ask you something. You got a problem with him still being there, but you don't have a problem with, I don't know, Belichick. How long he been in his team?
Belichick been winning, Spade. They've been winning.
So if the team don't win, it's the coach's fault.
Yes. Spade,
he out there missing tackles?
He's Spade. They have been one of the most penalized teams in like over the past however long he been there. That is coaching. That is discipline, which is a reflection of coaching. Yes, that is Marvin Lewis. And I'm not saying Marvin Lewis shouldn't be a coach somewhere else. It shouldn't be in Cincinnati. It should not be in Cincinnati anymore. But I'm telling Marvin Lewis got something on his owner. It was reported that Marvin Lewis was going to go somewhere and maybe, cook the meals. He was going to be a GM. He was going to be like a vice president of players operation and be a head coach somewhere. And I was like, you know what? That's good because I want Marvin Lewis to have a job. I don't want him to have the job in Cincinnati no more. Nothing is coming of that. They going to the playoffs and they won and
going
done.
to the postseason. 5 straight years of going to the postseason
and they won and done, Spade.
Some teams ain't going to the playoffs. Some teams ain't going to the playoffs. See, I'm going to tell you something. I'm finna throw one of your own sayings back at you. You said part of the problem is these teams, they think they better than they are. Is Cincinnati this great team that's not reaching their potential, or are they what they are? Are they what we see?
Spade, we don't know because it's only been one dude running that show for the past almost 15 years. How long Marvin Lewis been there? Forever many years. So we don't know if they ain't just living up to potential or if they trash because ain't nobody else have a chance. Somebody else need a chance.
Let me ask you this. Do you like the Red Rifle as a quarterback?
Who?
The Red Rifle. Do you like him as a quarterback?
I'm not a big fan of Andy Dalton. I'm not a big fan of him.
Have you not said to me that he holding AJ Green back?
Yes, I have said that. Yes.
So if you got a quarterback on a team that you don't even feel like is a good quarterback, when the team consistently makes it to the postseason and gets stopped by better teams, how is that the coach's fault, bro?
Because if you're the coach of the team and Andy Dalton ain't getting it done, get Andy Dalton the hell out the game. He continuously plays Andy Dalton. That's coaching.
You think they got better on that roster? You think McCarron is better?
I don't know. I don't know.
Shit, you know.
I don't know.
Okay.
Spade, you don't know. You don't know.
What? I do know.
You don't know if AJ McCarron is worse than Andy Dalton. You don't know that. It can't get any worse.
I think I know.
It can't get any worse. It can either be greater than or equal to. I'm telling you, it's not a high drop off, bro.
I just want to give you this one thing. I'm going to give you one thing, and then I'm moving forward. His career head coaching record is 125, 112, and 3 ties. He's got a 53% win percentage. I just want to give you that. And then and I know you're going to ask about it. I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. He 0-7 in the postseason.
Thank you. That's all I wanted. We can move on. We can move. You ready? You got anything else?
Yeah, man. I hate how you do that shit, bro.
What?
Go ahead. I mean, because some things ain't the coach. I could, like, if we talking high school or even college, and there's a lot of penalties, put that on the coach. But this is a team full of veterans.
Spade.
They got to hold that L for not being able to get discipline. Like, what he supposed to do? Take his belt off and whoop these grown men because they ain't disciplined?
Nah, bro. That ain't how you bench these clowns. Or get them off your team. Let them go. Let them go. Let them go.
If he let them go, and as a result of him cutting talented players, the team performs worse, he going to have to listen to people like you saying he should be fired.
No, because I will understand it, Spade. I will understand why.
What?
I will understand why.
Why. Okay. I'm ready to move forward, bro.
Let's move on, man. Like I said, it ain't that I want Marvin Lewis out the NFL. I don't want him in Cincinnati no more. Somebody else deserves a chance at that job. This man,
he do not land at another NFL job, and we both know it.
That's not true. I think he get another gig. I think Marvin Lewis gets another gig. Yes, I think Marvin Lewis gets another gig. I do.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
It's like real big on head coaches today. So, Spade, if you didn't know, bruh, your boy John Gruden is leaving the booth. He is leaving the booth. Ain't no more John Gruden quarterback camp. Ain't no more of that. Ain't no more of that. John Gruden is reportedly going back to the Oakland Raiders for 10 years, $100 million. Now, it wasn't stated the contract details, so we don't know how much money was guaranteed, but they was also hinting at John Gruden potentially being involved in some owner stake. Owner stake was being part of the deal. I read today it looked like that part of the deal fell through, but John Gruden for 10 years, $100 million, Spade, is he deserving of that contract with the Raiders?
I want to say no, but I mean, I'm a smart guy. I threw you Marvin Lewis's win percentage so I could come back to this. Want to come back to this? In Tampa, which is what I guess we basing this on. In Tampa, Gruden finished with a 51% win percentage. He's got a 54% win percentage of all of his coaching together. And everybody's going to talk about the fact that he took Tampa to the doggone Super Bowl and they won the Super Bowl, and that's factual stuff. Let me give you something, though. His last year in Oakland, he did finish 10-6. They was first in the AFC West. They lost to the Patriots in the AFC divisional game. After that year, he became the head coach of
Wasn't that the Tuck Rule game? Was that the Tuck Rule game?
I do believe it was, my guy. I do believe it was. That was 0-1. I think you're right.
Yeah.
All right, so they had 1 win, 1 loss in the postseason that year. All right, so after that, he becomes the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who had an up arrow because of Tony Dungy.
I agree 100%.
He comes in, they go 12-4, and they win the Super Bowl. The very next year, they go 7-9. Oh, shit. The very next year after that, they go 5-11. And then he kind of got it right. The next year, they surge back up to first in the NFC South. They go 11-5. They lose to the Redskins in the wild card game. And the next year, they go 4-12. But we still rocking with them. Nobody ain't saying fire Gruden. He come back and give you.
He got fired. Gruden got fired.
Not yet is what I'm getting at. He come back and he gives you 2 more 9-7 seasons. One of those seasons would produce a postseason appearance where they would lose in the wild card game.
What year was that, Spade?
My thing is this.
What you got a year?
That they lost? Of what? What you asking me?
What was his last year?
Oh, his last year was 2008. 9-7. They finished 3rd in the NFC South. No postseason appearance.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Definitely can't say the guy's a bad coach. My thing is this. $100 million. And they tried to give him part ownership of the team, bro. They tried to get this man part ownership of the team.
Yeah.
It's just funny, man. Those numbers ain't glaringly. I mean, I'm just saying, considering we just came from the Marvin Lewis segment, and y'all want me to think that Marvin's this terrible coach.
Spade,
and I'm looking at Gruden.
2 different things. Because John Gruden got fired and been out of coaching for damn near 10 years. Come on,
Not
Spade,
because people didn't want him. They've been begging Gruden to come back since he left. They've been begging this man to come back since he left. And he didn't have to come back because he fell right into a cozy job where he can kick his feet up and talk to these kids and say, that's a hut, and all the other weird mess he do. Man. I like Gruden. I don't want it to sound like I don't like Gruden. But the greatest accomplishment.
You could have fooled me.
I know you ain't talking. You've been dragging Marvin Lewis on this show for years. Even when he was going to the playoffs 5 years in a row, you wanted him fired. But you say you like him. I don't have a problem with Gruden. I don't have a problem with Gruden. I really don't. I just got a problem with everybody acting like this dude is John Madden. They acting like he the greatest coach ever, when his greatest coaching accomplishment is filling in for Tony Dungy, taking Tony Dungy's. To me, I look at what Steve Kerr did with Golden State, and I equate they both the same. If Mark Jackson stays with Golden State another year, they win the championship. If Tony Dungy stays with Tampa another year, you know what they do in 2002? Win the damn Super Bowl. They was winning the Super Bowl that year.
I agree with both of them statements. Like, I don't understand why you trying to come at me, because I agree with both of those. If you ask me,
but you finna cape up for
absolutely
you finna cape for him.
Huh?
Okay, go ahead. All right, I'll be quiet. I thought you was gonna cape for him.
Come on, Spade. He's not worth no $100 million. If a guy like a Bill Belichick is not making $100 million, then John Gruden don't deserve no $100 million. If anybody, I don't even know how much money Bill Belichick make. And you can say all the controversy that be around with Spygate and Deflategate and all that shit, all that crap. The bottom line is, this dude done been to like 7 Super Bowls and won 5 of them hoes. So if he ain't making no $100 million, then John Gruden don't deserve no $100 million. He don't. He don't deserve no $100 million. But, you know, now this right here. The Raiders just had a good year last year. They kind of was subpar this year. They was fighting at the end, but Carr was coming back off an injury. Not Crabtree. Amari Cooper for half the season just couldn't get right. He just couldn't get. Is John Gruden going to be able to help Amari Cooper hands? Answer that. Like, because he just couldn't catch a cold, like, for half the season, for probably 3/4 of the season. He couldn't get right. I don't think John Gruden is worth $100 million. And somebody going to be like, oh, well, it's only $10 million a year. But that's just insane for John Gruden, who's been out of coaching for 10 years. And I think John Gruden has a great football mind. But, I mean, what?
That don't always translate.
And like, it's a new league. When John Gruden was winning with the Bucks, they had Mike Allstott, and they was like a ground and pound. They had Brad Johnson and was dinking and dunking. This is a different league.
That ain't why that team was so good. I'm sorry to cut you off. That ain't even why that team was so good. Y'all like Warrick Dunn and Mike Allstott and all them guys. That is not why that team was so good. It was definitely Monty Kiffin and them damn zone blitz schemes that he had that secondary right.
Yeah, they was getting after it. So, I mean, listen. This is what I be wanting a lot of people to do. John Gruden stayed in that booth until what? A good job. I think the Raiders is a good job. They got a good young quarterback. If Amari Cooper could get his hands back, he's a good wide receiver. I don't know what's going to happen with Kraft. I don't know what's going to happen with Beast Mode. But they got a solid O-line. They got one of the best O-lines in the league. They got to get that defense together. But they got a stud on defense with Khalil Mack. So I think it's a good job. And that's what I want more people to do. Wait until you're able to get the perfect gig. And that doesn't always happen for everybody. It's only 32 jobs, and some people don't get offered. So you got to take what you get offered. But for John Gruden to come right out the booth, get 10 years, $100 million is just insane to me. But I mean, I ain't mad at him for leaving $100 million. You got to take that job. He'll never make that in the booth. So
I looked it up while you was talking. Belichick makes $8 million a year. So they gave him $2 million more a year.
Yeah, no way. He shouldn't get paid more than Belichick. And Belichick went to 7 Super Bowls and won 5 of them joints. No way. I mean, I ain't mad at you.
And I hear what you're saying, bro. Everybody don't have that luxury, man. Like, that man, the reason why he was able to turn down so many different coaching gigs that people been really wanting Gruden back. On the side.
Even in college.
And he got a cozy gig at ESPN. He ain't on ESPN. We already heard how they'll work you to death over there. Yeah. He got a great gig, man. Like, you might go a week without seeing John Gruden on TV. He's somewhere with his feet kicked up. Like, he really had a cozy gig. And I'm just going to keep it a stack with you. If Marvin Lewis and Cincinnati decide right now they want to part ways, man, They not getting Marvin. They not finna throw Marvin in that. And some of that is a credit to Gruden because he is marketable. And he does talk funny. And he holds his mouth funny. And all that stuff make for good TV. I understand that. And I'm not taking that from him. But, wow, bro.
So, Spade, you telling me if Marvin Lewis is not a head coach, you telling me he won't get a TV gig?
Not a gig like what Gruden had, bro. He might get some mess where he on TV every day breaking down film. He might get that.
Spade.
Go ahead.
I think Marvin Lewis would get a nice gig. Maybe not announcing Monday Night Football. Maybe not that. But I think he would definitely be an analyst, whether it's on Fox, ESPN, CBS, NBC, some damn where. He's definitely going to be somewhere breaking down some tape. They got Rex Ryan, brother, on Fox Sports. Rob Ryan. Come on, Spade.
Yeah, that's them Buddy Ryan kids. They come from a football family of hierarchy. They are all right. I disagree.
It's
this show gonna be OD long, so I'm just gonna pretend
I love
I
Charles
agree.
Woodson as a player. Charles Woodson is not good on TV.
He's not.
But he got a
I'm
gig.
not a fan. I don't know for how long.
Well,
but carry on.
That's neither here nor there. He got one. I mean, Ray Lewis. I'm not a fan of Ray Lewis on TV, but he got one.
Yeah, same. All right, let's move forward.
It's been a fiery show. You've been in your bag today. I don't know what's wrong with you.
I don't know why you're saying that. I'm just spitting actual factuals. Since we're in the NFL, man, this next segment, I don't know if you guys know it, but the NFL All-Pro teams have been announced. Now, Let me make sure that I educate you guys on something, because I hate when people tell me something about how many Pro Bowls their favorite players been to. Pro Bowls don't mean nothing. All-Pro teams, on the other hand, this is something completely different, all right? We actually respect the players that are named to these All-Pro teams. The problem is it might be some snubs. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell us. LePayers, you got that list right in front of you, right? Because I'm going to try to pull it out of my memory, and I'm kind of getting old. You got me?
I got the list. So, first team.
Let's get it.
First team, I don't know if you want me to do the lineman because you don't respect the O-line. I do.
Yeah,
but I'm going to just run through it quick.
Can skip that.
No. Offense, first team. Tom Brady, quarterback. Running back, Todd Gurley. The flex, I didn't even know they did a flex, but the flex is Le'Veon Bell. Tight end is Rob Gronkowski. Wide receivers. First team wide receivers. This is where people was like, AB and DeAndre Hopkins. I don't have a problem with that. For DeAndre Hopkins to put up the numbers he put up with like 6 quarterbacks, he's just amazing. I'm going to do the O-line. Whitworth, Lane Johnson, Norwell, DeCastro, and Kelsey, the O-lineman.
I only know 2 of those guys.
First team defense, Calais Campbell, who went down to Saxonville and just did his thing. Go ahead and say he a Kane, Spade. Go ahead.
He is a Kane.
Cameron Jordan from the Saints. Interior line, Aaron Donald, who we both think a stud. Also Cameron Hayward from Pittsburgh. Linebackers, Chandler Jones surprised me that he was on this first team list. Chandler Jones must have had an outstanding year. Luke Kuechly and OG Bobby Wagner. Cornerbacks, Jalen Ramsey, who had an outstanding year. Xavier Rhodes, who I told Spade was going to be a top 5 corner this year, played amazing. Safeties, Kevin Byard, I guess that's his name, from the Titans. I think he's a rookie, by the way, too. Harrison Smith is also on the list. And it's a defensive back, Darius Slay. Special teams was Zerline Hecker, Pharaoh Cooper, Jamal Agnew, and Buda Baker from the Cardinals was the special teamer. Want me to do the second team too, Spade?
No, actually,
I kind of want to do the second team because this is where people kind of had a problem.
Okay.
Second team offense was Carson Wentz. Then at running back, it said Le'Veon Bell. Then they got the flex there, Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara had a great year. We both agree there. Tight end was Travis Kelce. Julio Jones, who should have been a tight end, but he's a wide receiver on this list.
Stop.
Wide receivers are Julio Jones and Adam Thielen. Thielen is a guy, Spade. We can talk about Thielen in a minute. But Thielen is a guy most of the people was like, I know Thielen had a great year, but people thought Keenan Allen should have went there. Left tackle was Bakari, Swartz, and Williams was the other right tackles. Saffold, Zach Martin from the Cowboys, and Alex Mack from the Falcons. Defense, second team, Everson Griffin, Minnesota, DeMarcus Lawrence, Cowboys. Interior lineman, Fletcher Cox, Eagles. It's a Calais Campbell at the inside. Like, he was an edge rusher. He was an edge, Spade, on the first team. And on the second team, Calais Campbell is an interior lineman. He just went bananas this year. Linebackers was Von Miller. You said you had a problem with it? We'll talk about it. I do. Linebackers was Von Miller, C.J. Mosley, Telvin Smith. Cornerbacks, Casey Hayward, A.J. Boye, Earl Thomas, Micah Hyde was the safeties. Xavier Rhodes was the defensive back. And then special teamers was Justin Tucker, Brett Kern, Tyler Lockett, Farrell Cooper, and Matthew Slater was the special teamer, Spade. So, Adam Thielen, do you have a problem with Thielen being second team?
I don't.
Okay.
Keenan had a great year, too. I think sometimes you get in that thing, and it's probably not fair, but you get in that thing, and I think it might have hurt Keenan because he's been there before. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So,
yeah,
if it's, I don't know, some people will argue that means that he should get the nod. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a repeat person. I kind of got a problem with them putting the same person first team as well as second team. If you first team, I don't care how well you were at secondary positions, let somebody else get that spot, because a lot of these players got incentive-based contracts where if you make an all-pro team, that's a pay boost. So, I mean, he already got his
crazy pay boost because he made first team tight end. He got like a crazy pay boost. Might have been like a couple of mil. But yeah, I know he got a crazy payday because he made the team. I mean, right. I agree with you there, but I mean, Spade, they've been eating down there in Saxonville. Calais Campbell went down there and made an instant impact.
Hey, that team is
yeah, they've been getting after it. I mean, both of their corners is on the list. Sheesh. I mean, I don't really have I can see the argument. Like I said, Adam Thielen played great, but I can see the argument for Keenan Allen. Carson Wentz, he was on fire until he got injured. Tom Brady, I mean, he's Tom Brady. Todd Gurley, who I think should be the league MVP. I don't understand that flex crap. Like, they got Le'Veon Bell as the first team flex, and then they got Le'Veon Bell as the starting running back on the.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't like that. I don't like the double up. I mean, it's like Ultimate Team, man. No dupes.
Yeah, I don't understand why they doing that. And even like they got Xavier Rhodes as a first team cornerback, and then got him as a second team defensive back. I don't understand that, but that, ladies and gentlemen, is your first and second team All Pro team. Your first and second All Pro team. And Antonio Brown also was a unanimous selection, Spade. So, I mean,
which is weird because he missed some time with injury. So,
I mean, he's still. Woo. I mean, he was putting up insane numbers, Spade, before he got hurt. Unlike Julio Jones.
He's still the
Julio
leading
Jones
receiver.
should have got first team tight end. Tell you the truth.
I mean, so all right, that's what we doing. All right.
What, Spade? I'm just saying. Julio Jones ain't a tight end. You put him in 3-point stands by the line of scrimmage. He a tight end.
Julio Jones is the second leading receiver in the NFL, and you will respect his name. I know what you're doing. You're cracking jokes because he don't have a lot of touchdowns this year, but as I've told you before,
he got the same amount of touchdowns as Odell Beckham. Spade, and Odell been hurt since week 4.
Or throw the passes. All he can do is run the routes.
Spade.
Almost 1,500 receiving yards this year.
Odell Beckham, and he been going since week 4.
Wow. All right. Yeah. The Giants look like trash, too, because Eli dropped back, and he ain't looking for nobody but Odell. So, I mean, that's what you want Matt Ryan to do?
Yeah.
Where's Eli today? And where's Matt Ryan today? Matt Ryan had a game today. Where Eli? All right. We can move on.
We can move on, bro.
Don't put some respect on Julio
in his
Jones,
bag
man.
today,
I'm not
yo.
finna sit here and listen to all this Julio Jones slander.
Spade just in his bag today. Spade, we taking it to the NBA.
Yeah.
I know you're ready for the NBA.
Yeah.
Spade, but we taking it to Cleveland, and we're gonna talk about a little guy that I don't think you like that much. Well, you hated him last year. You was on
why you
was on his case
saying
last year.
I like everybody, man. It's
He
2018.
mad
It's about
cocky.
love,
He ain't
man.
used to
I'm
be
spreading
like
love.
this. We talking about Isaiah Thomas. If you guys didn't know, Isaiah Thomas returned. And it was kind of some controversy around Isaiah Thomas because he came back a game before he played the Boston Celtics, and he didn't suit up in a back-to-back game against the Celtics. And the Celtics had this nice little video presentation for Isaiah Thomas, and he said, "Nope, don't play that. I want y'all to play that video tribute to me on a game that I play." But it's a problem, Spade. The next game where those guys go to Boston, that's Paul Pierce night. Mm-hmm. Spade, are they going to play the tribute for Isaiah the same night they play? They give it to Paul. It's Paul Pierce night. Talk to your boy. They're going to put Paul Pierce jersey up in the rafters. No way they play Isaiah Thomas little video tribute that day, right?
I'm gonna tell you. I can't tell you what they're gonna do because I can't think like a person from Boston.
Okay,
but I can think like me. Let me tell you what I would do.
Boston be getting a lot of love on this show today too, by the way.
If you call it love, I wouldn't play it at all.
Wow.
I'm waiting on you to ask me why.
Why, Spade?
You want to know why?
Why?
Because, first of all, we don't have to play.
To be traded. They traded him.
I don't care. We don't have to show no tribute video. We don't have to do that. We want to do that to show our gratitude to your little sensitive ass because he kind of sensitive. I don't know if y'all realize that. He kind of sensitive. That's what we want to do for you. Now, hold on. He decided that he didn't want to play against Boston. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, he on a minute restriction, bro.
I don't want to hear all that. He said he don't want to play back-to-backs. He not all the way back yet. But he chose to play against, who was it? Sacramento? Was it Sacramento?
Yeah. It was
Minnesota?
Was it Sacramento? What was somebody?
Minnesota or Sacramento. One of them bad teams. I know Minnesota doing better. Calm down, y'all. He could have easily said, you know what? Instead of playing, I'm going to take this day. I'm going to get another day of R&R, rest and recuperation. Mm-hmm. And I want my first game back to be against Boston. They can play the tribute
15
video.
minutes, Spade.
Bro, once you defer, you done messed up. Now it ain't no video. Because you know the next time we see you, that's about the truth. That's about Paul Pierce, who brought us rings. And Paul Pierce already said, I don't want to look up. That day got to be about me. That's what Paul Pierce said. He said, I don't want to look up at that Jumbotron and see little sensitive as Isaiah. That's
Way to
what
be
Paul
selfish,
Pierce said.
Paul. Way to be selfish, Paul.
Nah, I like that, bro. I like that. That's his day. They offered you a day. You didn't want it. He didn't have to be playing to look up and see his highlights. He ain't had that many. The video wasn't going to be that long.
Spade, if you had a
Just
day somewhere and you didn't want your day because your feet swole, you old now, so your feet and your ankles swell up.
My feet not swole, bro. We can sprint right now. I challenge any of our listeners to a sprint. We'll sprint.
Spade, and you ain't want your video tribute that day, and it just happened to land on my day. I'd be like, sure, the more the merrier. Bring them over here,
That's because
we'll
you
share
ain't
that
got
day
that
together,
killer
bro.
instinct that me and Paul Pierce got. That's why don't nobody call you the truth.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes they call me the truth. I know what Paul Pierce is going through. No. They offered you a day. He ain't got to be playing to get his little mini Taj. It ain't even a montage. It's a mini. He ain't had that many highlights. That little clip was going to be over in like 45 seconds. They could have played the game. But since
he don't like Isaiah Thomas,
I don't have a problem with Isaiah, bro, but let's face it, he's a
sensitive.
little emotional, right?
I ain't gonna let you slander Isaiah Thomas.
He's not
Isaiah
emotional.
Thomas just came back from a hip injury.
He's not emotional.
He wanted when they played the tribute. When they played the tribute, he wanted to play the game. I can understand that. Players want to play.
Nah. You ain't got the power. You don't play for us.
You've been hard on some of these guys today, bro.
Bro, Isaiah don't play for us no more. You can't tell us when to do our tribute to you. This is something we doing. If I buy you a gift, LaParis, and I'm like, look, next time I see you, I'm gonna give you this gift. You can't be like, oh, nah, I don't want it that day. Save it to about February. I'll take this shit back and get my money back then. I bought you this gift. You take it when I want to give it to you.
Nah, I'll take it. I just re-gift that shit.
Wow.
I just re-gift it.
All right.
Listen, man. I think you being kind of hard on Isaiah Thomas, man. He ain't asked to be traded. He said he loved Boston. He said he got a lot of good memories in Boston. He ain't asked to be out. They shipped him.
How many players have not asked to be out, and when they play their old team, they don't get a tribute video?
Spade, you are the king of saying, but that don't matter. You the king of saying that.
I don't remember ever saying that.
Yeah, Spade.
And if I did say that, it don't matter that I said that. So how about that?
All right, Spade. Let's move on. I think you're being a little too hard on Isaiah, calling him sensitive. He just want them to play the tribute when he's not on no minute restriction, and he can give the Boston fans a nice show. Come on, they entertain us too.
They don't want to see no nice show from him. He don't play for them no more. That's what he don't get. They don't want to see that.
They basketball fans too, man. They want to see good basketball.
They don't want to see their team lose. All right.
Who said a good game from Isaiah? They didn't even have Isaiah over there, and they won. All
right, well, let me ask you this. You the person in charge of the highlights over at the Boston Stadium, Arena, whatever you call it. What you gonna do? What you gonna do on Paul Pierce night? The legend Paul Pierce, who brought y'all rings, who already said he don't feel like he should share his night. What would you do?
I'm moving Paul Pierce night.
Man, let's move forward because you really out of your mind. You out of your mind. All right.
Nah, I'm trolling.
Now, what would you do for real?
Nah, seriously, you can't have Isaiah night that night. You can't have it that night.
So you would just postpone it. You would still do it.
I'm gonna tell Isaiah to have a
later.
seat. We probably gonna put him in a little brochure, the little pamphlet they give out. What you call that shit? The little game program.
Yeah.
Maybe put his picture on the back page or something. But we ain't playing no montages for you, Isaiah. Not that day.
Yeah, I'll mail it to him. I'll be like, well, we already had somebody edit it up. It's real nice. We'll send it to you. How about you watch it when you get off of your minute
YouTube? I know they got a YouTube. Put it on their Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't know. Right, you said they ain't got a lot of highlights. Isaiah was cooking last year. Show Isaiah some respect.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm talking about in comparison to Paul Pierce. Like, Paul Pierce highlights got to be like 30 minutes long.
They won one ring.
Wow.
Go ahead,
right,
babe.
Let's move forward. We only got one NBA topic on this show. I didn't have anything
NBA
to do
trash.
with that.
NBA some trash.
But LaParis, I got a topic I definitely wanted us to talk about. I saw this on TV. I got excited. I said I cannot wait to our show to talk about it. Want to jump to college football for a minute, man. And before I do anything, I want to congratulate the Knights of Central Florida. Talking about UCF. They had an amazing season. They went 13-0, undefeated season. Showed up big time in their bowl game. against the Auburn Tigers, Nate, and they gave the Auburn Tigers more than they can handle. So far, I'm with them. I mean, I got to admit, I'm pretty excited for those guys, man. And things got a little weird, man. They said that they feel like they national champs. But that's fine, you know. That's fine. You got the right to do that. They took it a step further. They said that they're going to actually raise a national championship banner up in their stadium. I was like, whoa, that's like false advertising. I don't really know how I feel about that. I think they changed their social media pages to say national champs. That's fine, I guess. You can put whatever you want. Chicks go on their social media and put model, and they really don't be no model. So I'm used to people lying on social media. I don't have a problem with that. The banner was a little odd to me, but the next thing, I don't know how I feel about it. They said that the school themselves are going to dish out an extra $330,000 to coaches and staffs because they had incentive-based contracts that would pay them a bonus if they won a national championship. And even though they didn't actually win the national championship, they're going to pay them that bonus. I think that's kind of dope. LePaz, what you think, man?
Spade, it was also said that they're going to throw a parade at Disneyland or Disney World or whatever down there. What's down there?
A national championship parade.
Yeah. Spade, what is going on in Central Florida, bruh? No, they don't deserve none of that shit. No. Spade,
they're going to get shirts, too. I think they're going to actually get national championship shirts.
They paying these coaches a bonus, and these coaches is out. Do you know that the head coach is going to Nebraska? Like, he led them to this amazing season, and he said, you know what? Arrivederci, I'm out. I'm going to Nebraska. I'm going back to my alma mater, and he's out. Scott, I think his name's Scott.
But you don't feel like they should show gratitude for what he did while he was there?
Spade, they ain't win no national championship, bro. They had an undefeated season.
They say they
ain't
did.
Win no national championship. The national championship is Monday. And I don't think they in it. I don't think they in it. They had a good season. Okay, you are in that division. Like, yeah, you went undefeated in that division. Strength of schedule matters in college. Come on, you ain't no national champions. For you to,
they
you know what's crazy,
SEC
Spade?
Opponent in the bowl game.
Spade, you know what's crazy, bro? They throwing a parade down there at Disney World, and the Browns threw a 0-16 parade. What is going on with these parades? What is up?
That one I can't help you with. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't like the banner. Everything else I'm okay with. Lie on social media. Social media is 90% lies anyway. I ain't got a problem with that. Shirts. Print up some shirts. It's some folks walking around in other countries
just self-proclaiming that they national champions. You good with that?
Yes. The only thing I got a problem with is the banners. And I actually love the fact that they paying these coaches that bonus. I like that. I think that's, you know what? If I'm a coach, if I'm Marvin Lewis,
you want to go?
I got people like you saying I should be fired. If I do get fired, UCF might can hire me because they showed me right there that they know how to treat a good coach.
You want to know what? Scott Frost demanded discipline from his guys, and they played well.
Oh my God, bro!
Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Spade, you wilding because Spade. So you the president of UCF, Central Florida,
Yes.
University of Central Florida. You the president of Central Florida.
Yes.
You paying out them bonuses? Did y'all officially?
No.
Huh?
No, I'm not.
Okay then, come on.
But I want to work somewhere that do.
Man, I wouldn't even. This right here is the era of. This is the participation award. Yeah, we the national championship. No, y'all not the national champions. So now y'all want a trophy and shit. Y'all want a banner. Y'all ain't the national champions. Stop. You ain't participating in the college playoff. Y'all want a bowl game. Take your bowl, take your little Papa John's pizza or whatever bowl you played in. Take your little Papa John's slice and move on.
Definitely not. Come on, bro. Don't do them like that.
Spade, take your little Papa John's slice and move on. This is the problem right here with the participation award. Oh, we participated. We had a good season. We don't feel we got our just due, but we're gonna say we did it anyway. Nah, you gotta earn this shit. You gotta earn it, and they didn't.
Wow, bro.
It's true.
Let me ask you this.
Go.
I see where you stand on this. Let me ask you this. Do you feel like this makes the argument that the playoff system needs to be tweaked?
No, because that schedule gotta matter. I don't have their schedule in front of me, Spade, but strength of schedule has to matter. If they over there playing Memphis and all these weak ass schools, you can't compare it to a team like Georgia that's been, or Alabama that's been putting in work all year in a tougher division. Or Spade, you was hard on Miami, but Miami had a way tougher schedule. If they would have went undefeated, they would have had a gripe. But you can't play guys like Memphis. I don't even know who they play, but you can't play teams that
I'm
they
on the
play.
way.
Huh?
I'm looking it up, but I mean, bro, they played an SEC opponent who
In the
won in the Peach Bowl, which is a good bowl.
Okay, so take your carton of peaches, peel the skin
Wow,
off,
bro.
Peel the skin
You
off.
really,
Spade,
you really kind of.
Please tell me their schedule.
I'm on the way. Don't rush me, bro.
Please tell me their schedule, cause
bro, I'm on the way.
The participation award, bruh. We gotta stop this. We have to stop.
They went to the Peach Bowl. All right, I'm looking at their schedule.
Look at his schedule, bruh. Come on, I got it. Look at
Hold up, they played Florida International. Their game against Memphis was canceled. Georgia Tech was canceled. They played Maryland. At Maryland. They played Maine. Then they made up the game against Memphis. They played Cincinnati, East Carolina, Navy, Austin P, SMU, UConn, Temple. When they played South Florida, I think South Florida was undefeated when they played them, if I'm not mistaken.
Spade, the only team. Yeah, because that was the championship game. That was their championship game. Spade, the only team they played was Memphis.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man. Only team they played was Memphis, bro. They played South Florida, and I think that was their championship game. Come on, man.
South Florida had one loss.
They don't deserve that, man. They don't deserve to be calling themselves. Now, they can call themselves whatever they want. That's their right. They can say whatever they want. But all that putting banners up, that's the participation award that I got a problem with. I don't know if you got a problem with that, bro, but that participation award shit, I got a problem with. Everybody get a trophy just for suiting up.
The only thing I got a problem with. I don't have a problem with them proclaiming themselves to be national champs. I think Georgia did that the year that they beat Hawaii in the whatever bowl, the Sugar Bowl or whatever it was, and they had a great year. They had a great season. I think they proclaimed themselves national champs. This ain't the first time we've heard a team say we're national champs.
They are in the SEC.
What that mean? I'm tired of that. All right, let's go.
Spade, what you mean what that mean? That mean they are playing a better quality opponent. Come on. But the only team they played was Memphis.
All right.
And yeah, they gave Auburn that.
South
They beat
Florida had
Auburn.
One damn loss. South Florida only had one loss when they played them.
They beat Auburn. And nobody, I wasn't convinced with Auburn anyway. But
well, they made it to the SEC championship game, so.
Okay. So speaking of college football, Spade, we got a picking game this week. We both picked Cleveland last week, and Cleveland lost.
So what am I up now? Like 12-5, 12-6?
Spade is actually still 10-7. It's 10-7.
10-7?
Yes, it's 10-7. It's actually 10-7. Check the tape.
No way, bro.
Check the tape.
I'm so sick.
But I got a good one.
You gain a game on me every week. Even when we both wrong, you gain a game on me.
Nobody gained the game last week because we both lost. Check the tape. Spade, I got a good game for us. The national championship is being played. Alabama versus Georgia. Who you got and why?
Push. Can I push?
Nope. You got to pick Georgia.
You can't tell me who to pick, bro. Hold up.
You got to pick Georgia.
Let me tell you why I got a problem.
You in the state of Georgia. I know you ain't about to spew this blasphemy.
Actually, you don't know where I am. I'm from the state of Georgia. I could be in a remote location right now, bro.
No, you are in.
You don't know. You tracking me?
So I know damn well you picking them dogs.
Let me tell you why I got a problem. You ain't find no good NBA game we could do the pick 'em game on?
Hell
I can find. Let me see. Can I?
We could have picked them damn. We could have picked the Miami Heat, who's been doing better, Spade. I think the Heat is like 6th or 7th in the East now.
Of course. Deion Waiters hurt. We're gonna be even better when he come back. What you want?
Oh Lord.
Let me tell you what my problem is. I got this thing. Once you are a part of my team, then I got to protect you at all costs. Once you wrong my team, then I'm against you at all costs.
Spade, are you picking Georgia?
Let me tell my story, bro. All right?
Oh, my gosh, yo.
Obviously, I would like to root for Georgia in this. Go Dogs. My problem with it is if Georgia wins,
Yep. Go ahead and say
everybody
it.
going to turn around and say Mark Richt couldn't get it done.
Because he trash.
Mark Richt is now the coach of my favorite team. And I can't allow y'all to slander Mark Richt.
Pick Georgia, Spade.
I can't allow that.
You got to pick Georgia, bro.
Bro, you know what? Push. I don't want to pick nobody. Push.
You got to pick.
I'm just going to watch the game as a fan.
Oh, my gosh. You got to pick, bro.
If I got to pick, give me Georgia.
Pick, my dude.
If I got to pick, I didn't sign nothing to say I got to pick no team. I'm winning. I can take some weeks off. You playing from behind. You got to pick. I'm winning.
Well, I'm picking Bama. Because Bama's going to beat Georgia. Bama's going to beat Georgia.
Why you say that? Why you think that?
Just like I guaranteed they was going to beat Clemson last week, I'm guaranteeing they're going to beat Georgia this week.
You guaranteed the Cavs was going to win last week, too.
No, I didn't.
I heard it. Check the tape.
I'm telling you, bro. You ain't no way you give Nick Saban all this time to prepare for your team, and then they come out and lose. They ain't got no Deshaun Watson over there. I tell you that.
Oh, they got something worse than a Deshaun Watson. They got a freshman that's been here before. He's in his second life, maybe third. Kirby Smart know everything that Nick Saban want to do. He know all the plays.
Georgia? Why you? Oh my gosh! Why won't he pick?
I don't want to pick no. All right, let me give you this. Let me give you this, and please give me a break on this. Just listen. I don't like Nick Saban, and you know that. You know why.
But yeah, because he played the Dolphins out. Tell him why you don't like Nick Saban. Because he skedaddled on the Dolphins.
Because he lied to the entire world. But I know Nick Saban was walking off that field last year. He mad at Nick Saban,
but he told me I can't be mad at Jimbo. This guy. Go ahead.
Why would you be mad at Jimbo? Jimbo didn't never tell y'all
he skedaddled and didn't even send Francois.
Yeah, but he didn't say he was staying. This man did a press conference to say he wasn't leaving and left.
He said he was staying. Jimbo said he was staying. Spade, you are ducking the question. Pick the national championship game,
Let me do what I... Hush. Wow. Let me do what I do. Listen. When Nick Saban was walking off that field last year after that defeat, I imagined that he was burning. If you could have took his blood pressure, it was probably through the roof. And, man, I just know Nick Saban ain't going to... I can't see Nick Saban losing 2 national championships in a row. I can't see it. But I can't root for Bama. I won't root for Bama. It ain't in me. I can't do it. Y'all want me to root for Bama, you're going to have to get a new coach. As long as Saban's there, I'm always pro whoever on the other sideline. Let's go Dogs. Let's get this one for good. You rooting for evil? Bro, you rooting for evil?
Yes, I'm going with the evil genius Nick Saban. Ain't no way you give Nick Saban all this time and he ain't going to prepare for a freshman at quarterback. And I hope I'm wrong.
Didn't he have a whole lot of time last year to prepare for the
I want Georgia to win. I hate Alabama. Alabama. Because Alabama got them fair weather fans too. All of a sudden, Alabama got good. Everybody was Alabama Christmas Tide fans. People don't remember, before Nick Saban, people wasn't screaming out, I'm an Alabama fan. Come on. So I hate Alabama, but I just don't think you can give Nick Saban this time versus a freshman QB and they ain't about to tee off. And I hope I'm wrong. I want Georgia to win, but I'm going for Alabama.
I don't like when you do that. That's a political. You trying to like play. You trying.
I know you ain't
play
talking.
defense.
Spade, let's close the show. Come on.
Yeah, because I want this guy to win, but I think this guy. You trying to put a foot on? Nah.
You sound like I don't want Georgia to win because of Mark Richt.
Yeah, but I stuck my chest out and said, give me them dogs.
Miami win their bowl game. Mark Richt can't get it done. I said it.
Bro, let's go ahead and close out the show. Last segment of the show today, man. We call this segment
Did Miami win their game?
Performer of the week, bro.
Did Miami win their bowl game?
You would never talk when people talk.
Mark Richt can't get it done.
Nobody never teach you that.
You know Florida State won our bowl game with a backup QB.
I'm cutting all this out the show. None of this making it. None of this is making it. Last segment of the show, we call this the Strong Arm Performer of the Week. It is a very prestigious award in podcast land. We get this award away twice a week, fam. And we give it to the most deserving male or female athlete who raised his or her level of play to ensure that their team got the victory. And I'm telling you, man, I've been killing it this year. I've been really rewarding these athletes for going out there and getting the job done. The parents been doing all right. The parents, you on the hot seat. Who's your Strong Arm Performer of the Week and why? Please don't troll us on this segment, dog.
Anybody that know me know I've been a fan of this guy, been rocking with this guy for so long. I'm talking about, we're going to take it down to a guy that just joined the team, Spade. He just joined the team. We're taking it on down to Houston. And anybody know me know I've been rocking with this guy. And I'm talking about my dude, Gerald Green. If you guys don't know, Gerald Green was on the couch kicking it with his kids, he said. He got a phone call. Rockets told him, hey, come to the gym. Gerald Green came to the gym, do what Gerald Green do, and got a little contract, and they had to waive Bobby Brown, who's been a long time Rocket. They waived Bobby Brown to sign Gerald Green for the rest of the year. And let me tell you what Gerald Green did. Not only did he had an amazing week, by the way, but this is just one game. Gerald Green been playing great. Gerald Green shot 9 of 15 for 27 points, 6 rebounds, 2 dimes, and a block in a 116-98 win over the Orlando Magic. Gerald Green, with James Harden out, Gerald Green have been stepping up, filling them shoes. And for that reason, Gerald Green, you are my Strong Arm Performer of the Week. Get yourself a Gerald Green. Gerald Green, my dude.
I like that. I like that. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little afraid. I didn't know where you was going. When you start getting in your fan bag, you be throwing out the trophy to people who not really deserve it. But I rock with Gerald Green. What? You live in the fan bag.
I take my job very seriously, bro. Very.
That's a pretty good one. I got one a little bit better. I got a guy who, once upon a time, the parents was a fan of this guy. Boy, let me tell you. Talk about fair weather fans. I haven't heard this guy say this player's name in at least a year. I'm talking about he ain't even mentioned this guy in at least a year.
He lying.
That's all right. Matter of fact, the parents is big on this guy's teammate. Oh, man, he love his teammate. Man, let's go out there. Let's go out to old Denver, man. Let's go to Colorado. Let's go to the Rockies. Let's go up there to the Mile High place. Man, they got a guard out there by the name of Gary Harris. This dude's a beast. The parents will talk to you about Jokic. Oh, jerk it. He'll talk to you about him. Y'all ain't never heard LeParris say anything about Gary Harris. Let me tell you what he did. The Phoenix Suns came to town, and old Gary Harris don't like Phoenix or the Sun. He's a night guy. He don't even, he got skin. He wear like, what you call it, LeParris, what they wear at the beach? What's that stuff?
A suntan lotion?
Suntan. He don't like the sun, and he don't like Phoenix. And I'm going to tell you what he did. Went off on the Phoenix Suns to the tune of 36 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. The man shot 14 of 17 from the field. He shot 3 of 5 from beyond the arc, 5 of 5 from the charity stripe. That is crazy efficient. People ain't shooting that good in video games. For that performance, Gary Harris, you are my Strong Arm Performer of the Week.
And first of all, it's Jokic.
It's Jokic. It's Jokic.
And shout out to my homie Kenneth Fareed. Free Fareed. Get Fareed out of there. Free my homie Kenneth Fareed.
Hey.
Shout out to Fareed. You from Newark, New Jersey.
Fareed?
Shout out to him. But I mean, yeah, Gary Harris went Wales. Barton was out that game too, so I played Gary Harris in fan dueling. Cooked.
Nah, Barton played. He played
Barton
20 minutes. He scored 12 points. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Spade, that's
really, when you look at the box score, man, it looked like the entire Denver team went off. Wilson Chandler chipped in. He was 7 of 9 from the field. Jokic was 4 of 6 from the field. Plumlee was 3 of 5 from the field. I mean, just play the Suns. Oh, your boy Barton was 5 of 13, though. He wasn't too efficient.
Ew. What Fareed do?
Yeah. Oh, you don't even want to know. You probably want to end the show right now. You don't even want to know.
Listen, man. First of all, Spade was wrong on all these topics today. I don't know what Spade on over there. I don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna get a new co-host. Is what I'm gonna do.
I don't know what's going. I don't know what. I'm irreplaceable, bro. I don't know what's going on out here. The homie Spade is tripping. I don't know what he doing over there. He picked Georgia. I picked Bama, so it would definitely be 10-8 next week. I'm on his heels, y'all. I'm on his heels. But listen, you want to pay? You got anything else to add before I close the show?
Listen, man, I want to thank the listeners. I know we do it every week, but I just want to take this little personal time to thank you guys. The show been really doing good as of late.
Right.
It do good anyway, but it's really been doing good as of late. And I thank y'all for that, man. 2018 is our year, but we still need y'all help, man. So if you got friends, family, neighbors, if they sports fanatics, they like to talk that talk, you got to turn them on to our show, man. When we get rich, I'm going to make sure y'all get rich too. But don't hold me to it because my fingers are crossed. Go ahead, bro.
Spade, I got to ask you a question. Can you be serious? It's a quick
I'm
question.
always,
It's a yes or a no answer. Yes or no? Are you going? Hello?
Man, go, dog.
Spade, did Miami win their bowl game? Okay, he don't want to answer. Listen, man.
I mean, what difference do it make? What do it change? We had a better season than y'all. What's up?
We won our bowl game.
What was the name of y'all bowl game?
Listen.
That's what I thought. They don't play it in the sub 500 bowl, man. He over here bragging about it. Go ahead, man.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Strong Arm Sports.
Bowl didn't even come on a cable channel, y'all. You can get it with Rabbit Ears. You can't even get that with Rabbit Ears no more.
I want to thank
you
y'all
can
for
get
tuning
the
in
nose
to
bowl
episode.
game on Rabbit Ears.
Oh my gosh, this guy.
Don't come for my Canes, dog. Don't come for us.
This guy is the
don't
same
do
guy that don't want Georgia to win because he don't want to hear Mark Richt slander. This guy. Listen,
my coach,
I want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Strong Arm Sports. If you new here, hit the subscribe button. If you're a regular, hit the like button and take 2 seconds. It's also a little button up there that got a little bell on it. Click that. It sends a notification right to your mobile device, lets you know when a new episode has been uploaded so you can tune right in. Also, if you don't want to see two dudes arguing in a box on YouTube, we got audio podcasts everywhere. SoundCloud, ऊPodOmatic, iTunes. We everywhere. We can't thank you guys enough for your continued support. And we'll see you guys next episode. We out. Peace.